Deep and dark oceans have many secrets. Most who dare to explore them will never return. Those who return become legends. Legends became myths. And after 1,000 years, nobody is sure of the truth. Nor do people care too much. Because sometimes it's far smarter to leave some secrets unrevealed. And in this case, people have made the right choice in deciding not to dwell. For what would be discovered could bring an end to the known and great civilizations. Just like that particular night, when the people of Trembling Isle lost their friends and homes in a single strike. Some say that the roar of the beast can still be heard in the mist surrounding the Trembling Isle, as a clear sign of what happens when you challenge the powers of the deep ocean. The Tidehunter known as Leviathan was once the champion of the Sunken Isle, but his motives are as mysterious as those of his people. Some say his people were once like us. They were building great cities and discovering the hidden energies and powers connecting the material world. Over time, their lust for power became too great. Some say they even dared to challenge their gods and are now their eternal servants, disfigured and transformed into water creatures. Others say they are simply the ancient creatures of the deep oceans, taking care of their civilization with no desire to connect with the land folks. But we all agree that this Leviathan nation is one of the most mysterious secrets of the world, but a secret that should be hidden and untouched. We can only guess of their true origin and tell the stories about these monsters that could be seen or heard during the storms on the open seas. But if compared to the known nations, it is clear that even the Sunken Isles have their own civilizations and clans, fighting, rising, and crumbling, separated from us, much like the world within the world. The warring tribes of the Moranthic diaspora have carved out habitations through endless undersea skirmishes, having their own complex policies and customs. It would seem that Tidehunter grew tired of such petty strife, and set off on his own, loyal only to his abyssal god, Melron the Tentacular. But what's known to all of us is the endless hate between the two figures, the Tidehunter and his nemesis, Admiral Kunkka. The true reasons behind this hatred are sadly unknown, but the tavern stories talk of a war between the Kunkka's people and the demons from the underworld. A war that could be won if the ancient god was not awakened to bring an end to Kunkka's people. Kunkka saw Tidehunter in the distance, right before his ship got destroyed. He presumed that Tide was responsible for summoning the terrific creature. Other people say that it was Kunkka's fault, or more the fault of his people and their lust for power that brought demons to the world, and they claimed that Tide was here only to protect his own people. Some stories focus on Tide's blind love to his god, who was merely awakened to feed on souls of the land folks, while Tide would watch and feed his sadistic needs. In any case, the real reasons are forever lost in the deep seas, but the hate is all too real. Separated from his people, this Leviathan creature now cares only about himself and his god, who gave him great powers as a reward for his services. If not searching for his nemesis, Tidehunter can be seen in the shallow seas, laying traps for unsuspecting ships and merchants. These poor sailors don't stand a chance if Tide decides to engage, and can only pray for the quick death. Endless shipwrecks and dead bodies on the bottom of the sea provide a sick reminder of the monster dwelling in the waters, waiting for the only hero to survive the attack. Maybe one day, the fight between them will be resolved, and hundreds of lives will be saved. But as it seems for now, many will still fall before the bones of Tidehunter or Kunkka rest in peace on the bottom of the sea.
Leave the depths to the treacherous Morants. I can find all I need in the shallows.